Oke, kita mulai aja sebentar. Okay. I want to share this one. Okay, this one, not this one. Share. I want to show. Okay, first I want to review very simple thing. Okay, I want to review about resistance. Okay, because this one correlate with impedance. Okay, resistance, the symbol is R, while impedance, the symbol is Z, right? Something like this one, right? This one is the symbol. Okay, first, resistance for series. Series of resistance. So if you have something like this one, right? This one, and you have two. This one is very simple. This one R1, R2, something like this one. If this one is point A, this one is point B, something like this one, right? Right? Then if this one is I, okay, then you can obtain series total, okay, R total is the same with R1 plus R2, which is very simple. Okay, and then you have the relationship that I is equal to VAB divided by total resistance. Okay, if you have three, it's just the same, right? 1, 2, and then 3. This one is R1, R2, R3, something like this one. This one A, this one B, something like this one, right? Then if you apply a voltage, then you have RT is just total is R1 plus R2 plus R3. And again, current is just the same with voltage across AB divided by R. As simple as that one. Okay. If you have parallel now, okay, parallel, then what you have is something like this one, okay, this one, and you have two resistance there, R1, this one is R2, something like this one, right? This one is R1, R2, this one is A, this one B, okay, and this one is R1, this one R2, okay, and this one I, okay. Then how you find R total is using this one. 1 over RT is equal to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2. Okay, if you combine this one, you will find that RT is just the same with R1 multiplied by R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Something like this one, right? And I is equal to VAB divided by RT. Okay, If you want to find I1 and this one is I2, of course you can find I1 is the same with VAB divided by R1, and I2 is equal to VAB divided by R2, which is simple, right? Now, how if you have three resistance connected in parallel? If you have something like this one, R1, this one is R2, this one is R3. Okay, so this one is the point A, this one is point B, this one is A, B, oh sorry, this one is R1, R1, R2, this one R3. Okay, then you can use this one. 1 over total resistance is the same with 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3. Okay, when you find this one, okay, when you find this one, then you can find I. I is just the same with VAB divided by VAB divided by RT. It's just the same with this one. So you can find I1, I2, I3. Any question about this one? This one is resistant. Okay, resistant. Any question about this one? Okay, now I want to repeat or review a little bit about inductance. Okay, now look, if I have this one, look, this one, right? This one, something like this one, and this one is resistant, something like this one. Right? If this one is V supply, DC, right? This one positive, this one negative, and you have R there. Then you have current. The current is very simple. Current is equal to voltage divided by resistance. It's very simple. Now, if you have this one, if you have something like this one, okay, this one is AC, okay, and this one is resistance, okay, in the form of impedance, this one, right, Z, okay. This one is VT, okay, where VT, voltage at time t, is equal to amplitude of voltage. So this one is something like this one. Okay. So if this one is VT, right? VT is equal to amplitude of V0 sinus omega t, right? Then current IT is equal to I0 sinus omega t minus V, where I0, the amplitude of current, is the amplitude of voltage divided by Z, similar to that one. Okay, but we have this one, phase angle. Okay, so if you plot, okay, we have to plot here, for example, something like this one. This one is voltage, and at the same time we have the same one. This one is current, I, okay. this one. So this one is coincides. Okay. Then what you see, the plot of this one, the current or okay, I have to make this one. Okay. So this one is the same with this one. Okay. This one is sorry, this one is VT. Sorry, this one is voltage at time t and also current at time t. Okay, if you plot this one, for example, this one is equivalent to say the 0, this one is 1/4, this one minus 1/4, then the voltage is something like this one, right? Sinusoidal, something like this one, right? This one is VT. And this one is amplitude, which is V0, amplitude of voltage. Okay, and then the current will be something like this one, right? If this one is maximum, this one minimum, this one maximum, this one minimum, and this one is current, then the current may be something like this one. With this one and this one, okay, so will be shifted. And this one is there, okay. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't plot this one. I want to plot something like this one, okay, because the reason is the amplitude. I don't want you to think that the amplitude is the same. The amplitude may not be the same. This one 0, this one 0, maximum, something like this one, and this one 0, maximum, and then this one is something like this one, etc. This one is IT, which is the same with I0 sinus omega t minus v. There is phase angle difference between voltage and current. Okay, so this one is almost the same, this one and this one. Okay, so R is resistance. For DC only, while G is impedance. And impedance valid for AC as well as DC. So we prefer to use impedance than resistance. Okay. Okay. Any question before I continue? Any question before I continue? Any question before I continue? Okay, no question. Okay, let's continue. Okay. Now, okay. Now I want to remind you something. If we have something like this one, right? You already know in senior high school as well as in senior high school as well as electrical drive system, SP, system penggerak elektrik, right? So if you have something like this one, okay, something like this one, and something like this one, okay, and something like this one, right? Something like this one. Okay. If this one is current, IT. If this one is Vt is equal to V0 sinus omega t. Okay. You learn in senior high school. Okay. You learn in senior high school that the current IT will be the same with the amplitude of current sinus omega t minus V, where I0 amplitude of current is just the same with amplitude of voltage, right, divided by Z, right? And how you obtain Z is based, look, first we have to find XL, which is equal to XL, which is equal to omega multiplied by L, and XC is the same with 1 over omega C, right? Then we have to plot the graph, right? We plot this one. Sorry. We plot this one. Okay. Where this one, the magnitude, I want to plot this one is R. Right? Resistance. Okay. While this one, for example, this one is equal to this one, XL. Okay. And then you have, for example, this one is equal to XC. Right? Now you have to subtract XL minus XC. XL minus XC is there, right? So this one is XL minus XC, this one. And then take the resultant of this one and this one. And this one is Z. This one is impedance. This is phase P. Therefore, based on this graph, you know that Z is equal to the square root of R squared plus XL minus XC squared. Okay, and tangent of V is equal to XL tangent of V minus HC divided by R. Right? This one is what you already learned in senior school. And also, I review this one because we need this one to do analysis on electrical motor. So in system penggerak elektrik, we use this one. So I have to review this one, right? But you don't know where this one come from, right? You don't know how this one come from. Okay, any question before I continue? Any question before I continue? Okay, now if you, this one, the derivation become simple, right? So I want to, okay, a new page. Okay, I want to show you this one. Okay, so if you have AC circuit, this one is AC circuit, something like this one. Okay, this one is R, sorry. This one is R. Okay, and this one is L, inductance. Okay, and this one is C, something like this one, right? Something like this one, right? So this one is V, this one is I, okay, while this one is VT. Okay, this one is R, this one L, this one C. Okay, mechanical engineering students are usually very afraid when they are meeting with this kind of component. R is okay, but L and C is like a ghost, right? But this one is actually very simple. This one is just the same with this one. So this one is just the same with, look, this one, right? And this one, and this one. Okay, where you just replace this one with XR. Replace this one with XL, where XL is equal to L multiplied by S. S is the one Laplace operator, right? So this one must be small s, while this one XC is just the same with 1 over CS. Right? So if you want to find, because this one in series, then you want to find Z. Okay, Z is just the same with XR plus XL plus XC. Very simple. And this one is just R. This one is L multiplied by S. And this one is 1 over C multiplied by S, which is very simple. Any question? Okay. And now look at this one. Okay. Look.
Excuse me, Pak.
Yeah.
I have a question. How
Yes.
did we get from XL equals omega L to XL
Yes,
equals
the
LS?
transfer function, okay, the transfer function of this one, look, if you have to derive this one, say A, B, C. Oh, sorry, not A, B, C, because I already have C. So, point, sorry. Okay, so I A, B, C, D, E, F, point F, G, and this one is point H, right? Okay, I cannot use, this one is H, this one is H, this one L, something, L, G, for example, something like this one. Okay, why this one is, this is very simple, right? You know that the voltage across inductance, which is the same with VF8, is the same with what? With L di over dt, right? So VL as a function of t is L multiplied by di over dt. So you apply Laplace transform. If you apply Laplace transform, then this one become capital L S is equal to L multiplied by this one become S I S minus minus, what is the Laplace transform of this one? Minus I0. If we want to find Laplace transform, set all initial condition equal to 0. Therefore, you have this one, V LS is equal to LS multiplied by IS. Therefore, if this one is the voltage across the inductance divided by current flowing through inductance, what you have LS. So this one become L. I don't want to derive actually because it makes you confused. I want to teach you something which is easy. But if you want to, let's derive this one. Similarly, VC, voltage across capacitor, okay, voltage across capacitor is the same with what? In capacitor, Q is equal to CV, right? Across capacitor, then across capacitor, this one is equal to this one. So voltage is just the same with 1 over C multiplied by Q. Okay, so VT is 1 over C integral IT dt. Now apply Laplace transform, then you have cross capacitor S is 1 over C, and this one is 1 over S by N something initial condition, set this one into 0, then you have VCS equal to 1 over CS multiplied by IS. Therefore, this one divided by IS is equal to 1 over CS. Okay, so in essence, pada intinya, in essence, it's very simple. Okay, it's very simple. If you have inductance, just replace inductance. Look, this one. Just replace inductance with this one. Okay, just replace capacitor, something like, okay, capacitor. Okay. Okay, replace this one with this one and treat them as a resistor, which is very, very simple. Okay, so R is just R, doesn't change, but L changed to something like resistance, impedance actually, impedance LS, while capacitor changed to 1 over CS. That's as simple as this one. Any question? Any question? Any question? Yeah.
What if we make it parallel, Pak, for the
later. This one I have not finished yet. Okay, I want to show you that this one in senior high school you have this one, right? But you don't know where this one come from. Now I want to show you that using simple derivation, you can treat any electrical circuit with L and C. You can treat it as a resistance, which is simple. Okay. After this one, we can play with a combination of parallel, etc. Later. This one, I want to show you first that this one will produce the same formula as before. Okay, so first, we have already this, right? Now, look. This one is something like this one. This one is not finished yet. Okay, so if you have something like this one, okay, if you have this one means that the impedance as a function of S is equal to R plus L S plus 1 over CS. Okay, this one, and I want to show you something. I is equal to V divided by R for DC. For AC, we have I, okay, I in general form is equal to V S divided by GS, something like this one, right? This one is IS, okay? This one is transfer function. This one is called transfer function. Okay, now if you want to find frequency response function, so if you have GS, this one is transfer function. And you want to find what we call is frequency response function, then you just substitute S with I omega. So we have there G I omega. Transfer function is output divided by input. This one valid for stable and unstable. Valid for stable and unstable system. And then second is valid for transient and steady state. Valid for any input. Okay, well, frequency response function only valid for stable system. Under steady state condition. Okay, and when input is sinusoidal. So it doesn't describe step input, etc. So instead of using transfer function, we want to use frequency response function. Frequency response function. Because this one is easier than transfer function. Any question? Any question? Any question? Look, we already derived that the impedance is this one. Remember, this one is similar to, look, so from here, R, so from here, we know that R is equal to V divided by I. Right? And this one is equal to V S divided by IS. Also transfer function. Right? Now, I want to show you this one. Okay, so this one is equal to R plus LS plus 1 over CS. Right? Now I want to find S equal to I omega. I will explain in the next chapter about frequency response function, but we use this one right this moment. If you substitute this one, then Z I omega is the same with R plus L multiplied by omega multiplied by R plus 1 over C multiplied by omega multiplied by I. Right? Now, multiply this one by I over I. Right? So we have this one R plus L omega I. I multiplied by I is minus. Right? So this one become minus I 1 over C omega I. Now we have I. Therefore, this one what we have is R plus L omega minus 1 over C omega. Okay, that one is Z I omega. Remember, if you have A is equal to 3 plus 4I, then the magnitude of A is the square root of 3 square plus 4 square, which is 5 square. 9 plus 16 is 25. So this one is equal to 5, right? So this one is the same. So the magnitude of the impedance I omega is just the same with square root of R square plus L omega minus 1 over C omega square. And this one is the one, okay, you learn in senior high school. This one, right? In senior high school, and also I repeat in sistem penggerak elektrik, I give you this one. Okay, we prefer to use Z than R because Z, R, V, S, Z, we prefer this one because Z automatically become R for DC. But for AC, what we are called resistance is impedance. Okay, so impedance is the general form, then resistance. Resistance only for DC, while impedance valid for AC as well as DC. Any question? Any question? Ada yang Anda mau tanyakan? Jadi rumus ini sekarang kita tahu, oh itu dapatnya dari situ, ternyata benar. Okay, now look at this one. Find this one. Okay. Now this one. Find or this one, right? For example, you have something like this one. Okay, and this one is something like this one. This one is L, this one is C. For example, this one is the voltage is VS, right? And this one is I. Okay, and you find this one? It's very simple. Just treat this one as this. So this one, treat this one as this one, and treat this one as this one. Right? Something like this one. Right? The input of this one is VS, while the current is IS. This one, we already know, this one L multiplied by S, and while this one is 1 over C multiplied by S. Okay, and they are connected in parallel, because in parallel, then 1 over G total, right? 1 over G total is 1 over GL plus 1 over GC. Okay, similar to resistance. So this one, 1 over G total, okay, is the same with 1 over LS plus 1 over CS. So this one become 1 over LS plus CS, right? If you combine this one, then you have this one LS, okay, while this one 1 plus LCS squared. Okay, therefore G, total G, okay, total G as a function of S is the same with S divided by CS squared plus 1. Okay, from this one is easy because I is equal to V divided by R. In our case, the general one, IS is equal to VS divided by GS. Okay, G total, this one. Okay, if you want to find the transfer function between current and voltage, is simple, right? So if you want this one over VS, something like this one, it become, this one is 1 over Z total S, which is in our case, this one is LCS squared plus 1 divided by LS. Any question? Which is now very simple. Okay, so don't worry if you find L and C because it's easy. Okay, just substitute L with LS, substitute C with 1 over CS, and then treat it as a resistance, and you can solve because it's just similar to resistance circuit you learn in senior high school. Any question? Ada yang Anda mau tanyakan, silakan. Ada yang mau tanyakan, silakan. Okay, there are several examples, and I will give you homework later, but it become easy. Okay, Now, I want to introduce you into very important device which we call operational amplifier. So this one all is discussed in chapter 6. So remember chapter 6 of Palm Book. Okay, this one there is operational amplifier. Okay, I want you to know operational amplifier because this one is very useful when you are dealing with measurement, when you are dealing with control. Okay, the one which is very important, popular is called UA741. Okay, I want to show you. I want to show you this one. Not here. Where is it now? I think it's there. Okay, so how can I share? Just share. This one, I think. Okay, this one is 741. Okay, there are various operational amplifier, but this one is the one which is very popular. Okay, this one is IC. Okay, I'll write it down there because I want to okay, it has 8 pin. Okay, this one in dual inline package. Okay, if you see from top, okay, you will see this one. Okay, and this one you see something like a notch, something like this one. Okay, and then you start counting the pin from here. So this one is number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So when you count the pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, remember, okay, operational amplifier is very, very important when you are dealing with measurement and control. Okay, you will meet this one later in measurement system and basic mechatronics lecture, because this one is very important. Okay, so I want to show you this one is the output is there. Okay, this one is inverting, this one is non-inverting, this one is not connected. Number 8 is not connected. This one is plus, this one is minus, and this one is offset null. Offset null. Okay, I will draw this one. Okay, this one is 741. UA741. Okay, now I want to show you something. Look this one. Okay, so the IC is something like this one. The physical IC it look like this one. Okay, there is dot there, and where there is like knots there. Okay, we have 4 pins there. Okay, and 4 pins to the other side. Okay, something like this one. This one not connected, no use. Okay, this one, the op-amp operational amplifier is something like this one. This one is V plus, supply plus, and this one supply minus. For example, this one, I think you can connect this one from, I think, 6 until 18 volt. Okay, now if you choose this one, the simple one, okay, for example, plus 9 volt, connect this one with plus 9 volt and connect this one with minus 9 volt, something like this one, right? And this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this one is minus, this one plus. So this one is inverting input, this one is non-inverting input. This one is in phase inverting, phase minus, input inverting input. So this one is inverting input, this one is non-inverting input, and this one is the output, V. Okay, this one is V offset, something like this one. This one is V offset. Okay, now this one look like this one. Okay, if I don't draw the other, okay, I just draw this one. This one is minus, this one is plus, this one is VO. Okay, this one minus, this one plus. Okay, now VO is equal to K, which is called gain, okay, multiplied by V plus minus V minus. V non-inverting minus V inverting input. Okay, and the value of K is approximately 10 power 7, which is very, very large. Okay, what does it mean? It means that V plus minus V minus is equal to V0 divided by K, and this one is almost 0. It means that V plus will be the same with V minus. Okay, any question? Any question? Any question? So by knowing this relationship, this one is the correct relationship, right? Okay, and this one is the simplification of the relationship. Okay, now look, I can connect this one as this one. Okay, for example, this one is connected to this one plus is connected to ground, while this one is connected to this one. For example, okay, this one A, while this one is B. This one is R1. This one is called R feedback. This one is V in. This one is V in. This one is called V out. V output. Okay, this one is minus. Now you know that VA, okay, is the same with VB, but VB is connected to the ground. So this one is connected to the ground. So this one become virtual zero, VA, right? Now look, the current flowing from here to here will be the same with current from here to there. This one, say I1 will be the same with I2. Right? So look, Vn minus Va divided by R1 is equal to Va minus Vo divided by Rf. But we know that this one is almost zero. This one is zero. So basically, we know that Vn divided by R1 is equal to minus Vo divided by Rf. Therefore, this one, look. So Vo is the same with minus Rf divided by R1 multiplied by Vn. Okay, this one is the relationship, right? Now, if, for example, if you choose Rf is equal to R1, then what happened? Vo is equal to minus 10 times Vn. As a multiplier, if you choose Rf is equal to, this one is equal to 10 times. If Rf, you choose 10 times R1, so that one become minus 10 multiplied by Vn. If you choose this one 100 times R1, therefore this one is called amplifier. Amplifier multiply become large signal because you multiply by 10 or multiply by 100 or multiply by 1000. Inverting. Why inverting? Because you have this one. Any question? Any question? So there are many circuits which can be developed using operational amplifier. Is very, very important in measurement, because in measurement, the signal you have is very small signal, and you want to multiply to enable it to be measured correctly. If you want to see something small, it's difficult. So make it bigger. Okay, this one is called inverting amplifier. Okay, later I want to show you that if you don't like minus, we can. There is two ways, right? One, using two amplifier. Okay, the other one using non-inverting amplifier. If you don't like this one, okay, if you don't like this one, just do something like this one and the problem solved. Okay, this one R1, look, this one is Rf, this one minus, this one plus, this one is connected to the ground, Rf. Say this one, you assume 100 times then R1. Okay, this one is the input, VO, VE, input, V input, VI. Okay, then this one you already have VO1, which is the same with minus 100 times VI. Right? Now you connect this one with another one, this one. Okay, something like this one. Okay, and this one, something like this one. Choose this one, which is the same. For example, this one R3, this one R3. So VO2 is minus VO1, which is the same with 100 times VI. Something like this one. Okay, this one minus, this one plus also. So this one, look, VO1 is minus 100 times VI, while VO2 is minus VO1. So if you combine VO2, it's just 100 times VI. Any question? So the first application of operational amplifier is to multiply signal. Small signal can be multiplied 100 times or 1,000 times, depending on your need. Any question? Ada yang Anda mau tanyakan? Silakan. Ini nanti penting sekali.
Permisi Pak, inverternya itu untuk yang positif selalu ke grounding.
Kenapa? Tidak.
Untuk
Tidak. Tidak, ini contoh yang pertama. Ya, contoh yang gampang. So, the positive never always go, not always go to ground.
Oke, Pak.
Okay. This one is the simplest one. Okay. Any other question? Any other question? Okay. I'll show you the second application. For example, this one is this one. Okay, so we use as an adder. Okay, for adder, for example, you can use something like this one minus, this one plus. Still the same with this one, because this one is just extension of the previous one. Okay, this one VO1, VI1, or this one's just say V1, V2, V3. This one R1, R2, R3, and this one is connected to this one, RF. Okay, and this one is VO. Okay, and again, the current that will be the same with current that, so you can derive easily that V1 divided by R1 plus V2 divided by R2 plus V3 divided by R3, right, is equal to minus V0 divided by R. Therefore, V output is just the same with minus RF divided by R1 plus RF divided by RF divided by R1 V1 plus RF divided by R2 V2 plus RF divided by R3 V3. Okay, if you choose R1 equal to R2 equal to R3 equal to RF, then VO is just the same with minus V1 plus V2 plus V3. This one is called summer. So okay, any question? Any question? Any question? Question? Okay, I want to show you the other one, which is very simple. For example, something like this. Okay, this one plus, this one minus, and this one is connected up with this one. So this one is VO. This one is just the same. VI R1, this one is RN. Okay, so A is equal to B, right? VA is equal to VB, right? And look, VI, VB is equal to VI is equal to VB, right? And VB is equal to VO. So what you can do, VI, look, VI minus VA, right? Divided by R1, okay, will be the same with. So I want to, okay. This one can I1, this one is I2, RF. Okay, so what you have, I1 is just the same with I2. I1 is VI minus VA divided by R1 is equal to VA minus V0. Okay, I think I make a mistake. This one. Okay, show you. I already have presentation. Okay. I think something like this one. I not. Okay, I'll show you something. Stop share, and I want to show you. Okay, I want to show you something. Okay, this one. Share. Oh, sorry. This one. Look. Okay, this one is the op-amp. okay, the op-amp is something like this one. So the multiplier is 10 power 5 until 10 power 8. This one is op-amp, and the use of op-amp is this one. This one is a buffer. Okay, this one is a buffer. The buffer means that if you connect your sensor to other devices, then it doesn't pull current. Okay, this one is the current to voltage converter. Okay, and this one is voltage to current converter. Well, this one is inverting amplifier, which I already show you, and this one is the summer. I already show you. Okay, and this one is differential amplifier. Okay, and okay, so this one is non-inverting amplifier. So in non-inverting, I want to draw this one, something like this one. This one is plus, so this one is VI, while the output is something like this one. This one output connected to this one, I think something like this one, and something like this one, and that one is connected. Okay, so this one is R1, R2, this one is minus, okay, and this one VO. So VO is V1, R1 plus R2 divided by R1. But this one is difficult to see. Okay, this one is difficult to see. Ada yang mau tanya? Silakan.
Enggak, tadi pas Bapak ngejelasin sepertinya layarnya belum berubah.
Oh, ini belum bisa Anda lihat itu. Yeah. Okay, so I want to change, okay, to our this one. This one is something like this one. Okay. This one, non-inverting amplifier. Okay, non-inverting amplifier. There are various circuits which can be used, but I want to show you answer. Non-inverting amplifier. Okay. Okay. Now look at this one. Non-inverting amplifier. Okay. The circuit I have to change because the one I show you look like complicated, but actually it's not. So this one is this. So this one is V in, VI, okay, connected to the plus one, okay, while this one, negative, is connecting to R2 and then connecting again to R1. So this one is R2, this one is R1, and this one is connecting to this one. This one is VO. Okay, so this one is VA, okay, and this one is VB. Okay, VA, look, VA is the same with VB, right? Okay, now if this one VC, okay, VB is just the same with VI. Okay, now VC, okay, VC is the same with R1 divided by R1 plus R2 multiplied by VA, right? VC itu ya, kalau Anda punya tahanan begini, so if you have two resistance, this one is 12 volt, this one is say this one is say 200 ohm, while this one is 100 ohm, then VA is equal to VA is 100 divided by 100 plus 200 multiplied by 12 volt. Right? So this one is just the same. VC is R1 divided by R1 plus R2 multiplied by VA. Right? And VC, okay, is just VO. This one is equal to VO. VO is R1 divided by R1 plus R2 multiplied by VA. So VA is the same with R1 plus R2 divided by R1, okay, multiplied by VO. But kenapa kok di sana ya? Okay, so look at this one. Okay, this one. We have circuit something like this one, okay, which we call non-inverting amplifier. What we know is that voltage there is the same with that one, okay, from previous derivation. So VA is equal to VB, okay, VB is equal to VR, okay. Now we want to find VA. What is VA? Okay, we know that VC is there, is equal to R1 divided by R1 plus R2 multiplied by VA. Therefore, okay, VC, because this one is connected to VO, VC is equal to VO R1 divided by R1 plus R2 multiplied by VA. Okay, therefore, VA is equal to R1 plus R2 divided by R1 multiplied by VO. So VA, which is R1, so from here, right? Look at this one. VA equal to VB. VA is R1 plus R2 divided by R1 multiplied by VO is equal to VB is VR. Okay, so I think I make a mistake again because VO must be, I think I make a mistake. Oh, where is my, okay. So this one, basically VO is equal to VR1 divided by R1 plus R2 multiplied by VR. I think I make a mistake when drawing this one. Okay, so basically any operational amplifier circuit can be drawn similarly. Okay, so any circuit can be derived the relationship. Okay, I'll show you. This one is example on your book. For example, you've been asked to do this one. Okay, the simple one first. Okay, in your book, they don't draw two, they just draw one. For example, something like this one. Okay, just draw something like this one. this one, and this one. Okay, this one is VI, this one is R1, this one is R2, this one C, this one is VO. Okay, so in your book, you have something like this one, and often, okay, so VO divided by VI is equal to 1. Okay, this picture means that actually what it does is something like this one. So this one is connected to the ground. Okay, this one is something like this one. This one, we have capacitor there, sorry. So this one is something like this one, and this one is capacitor, something like this one. And this one is VO. This one C, R2, R1, V. Okay, so can you derive this one? Ada yang bisa menurunkan ini kira-kira? Ada yang bisa menurunkan ini? It's complicated, right? It's complicated. But if you remember what I just explained, okay, you use this one as this one. You use this one, right? Just something like this one. From here, we have this one is IXR1. Okay, and this one is something like this one. It become easier. Just treat everything similar to resistor. Okay, you have this one. You have this one is XR2, while this one is XC. Okay, and then do something like this one. This one is V. This one is VI. This one is point A. Okay, so the cut is 0. Okay, virtual ground. Okay, so VI. So VI minus VA divided by X resistance 1, okay, is equal to VA minus VO divided by total of this resistance. Okay, so X total of these two resistance. Okay, but this one is 0. So this one, look, this one is equal to 0. This one is equal to 0. So VO, okay, or I write it on this one first. Okay, so VI divided by XR1 is equal to minus VO divided by X total, or Z total. So also okay. So this one. So what we have? So X0. So X0, V0. Sorry, this one is V0 is equal to minus XT divided by XR multiplied by VR. Okay, now look, this one, two are in series. So XT is just R plus 1 over CS. So this one become RCS plus 1 divided by CS. Right? XR is just the same with this one R2. Okay, so R2. While this one is just the same with R. Therefore, if you substitute this one, VO is the same with minus, what is it? This one R1, right? So this one become R2CS plus 1 divided by CS divided by R1. So R1CS multiplied by VR. Any question? Any question? So when you meet with with capacitor, just assume that one as a resistor, okay, with this one equal to 1 over CS. Okay, this one equal to R2, this one equal to R1. Okay, if you have something like this one, then replace this one with LS, which is simple. Okay, any question? Any question? Ada yang mau bertanya? Silakan.
Pak,
Ya.
untuk persoalannya, untuk yang tadi Pak non inverting, kayaknya salah diletak R2-nya Pak.
Sebentar ya. Saya itu menerjemahkan. Oke, yang ini nggak ada yang tanya ya. Nanti saya ini kan. Bentar. Saya punya gambarnya ini kok sebetulnya. Cuma gambarnya saya mau balik. Saya nggak mau pakai gambar yang aslinya ini. Ini loh gambarnya. Sebentar. Ini gambarnya non-inverting itu seperti ini. Nah, ini non-inverting. Jadi non-inverting itu kalau saya mau gambar aslinya aja ya supaya saya nggak salah ya. Ini aslinya itu ini adalah R2. Ini adalah R1, ini R2, R1. Outputnya itu dimasukkan ke bagian minus. Lalu ini ke bagian plus, ini adalah VI. Jadi ini VU ya. Jadi gambarnya itu harusnya, sorry ya, non-inverting amplifier, there are a lot of circuit which can be developed using operational amplifier. So this one. Okay. Nah, ini ya. Non-inverting amplifier must be something like this one. So, ini salah nih, kebalik ya. Oke, jadi yang itu benar. Ini aja supaya. So, this one is R2. This one is R1. So this one is connected. This one. Okay. So if this one A, this one B, right? So look at this one. Okay. We know that VA, look, VA is equal to VB. VA is equal to VB, right? VA is the same with VA is R1 divided by R1 plus R2 V0. That's VA. Okay. VB is equal to VI. Therefore, R1 divided by R1 plus R2 multiplied by VO is equal to VI. Therefore, from here, then what you have? VO is equal to R1 plus R2 divided by R1 multiplied by VI. This one is called non-inverting amplifier. For example, if you choose R2, okay, is equal to 100 times R1, then look, VO is equal to R1 plus 100 times R1 divided by R1 multiplied by VI. Okay, therefore this one become 101 multiplied by VI, VO. So the output is 101 times VI. So this one, VO is equal to 100 without minus, because this one with no minus, this one is called non-inverting amplifier. Any question? Okay, so you can multiply your signal, okay, into with 101 times. Okay, if you want exactly 100, you have to choose something like this one. R2, say, suppose R2 is 99 R1. So this one VO is R1 plus 99 R1 divided by R1 multiplied by VI, then this one become 100 times VI. Okay, but selecting R2, which is 99 times R1, is sometimes is more often difficult. Okay, so in practice, usually is difficult to choose something which is 99 times then R1. It's difficult. Okay, any question? Any question? So become a summer, subtractor, buffer, etc. Various circuit can be constructed using operational amplifier. Any question? Ada yang Anda mau tanyakan? Silakan. Okay, first, okay, I want to explain a little bit. Okay, this one actually I already derived in pengantar sistem kendali. Okay, when you have a motor, DC motor, for example, DC motor, we are talking about electromechanical. So chapter 6 deal with electromechanical system. So chapter 6 in electrical. So chapter 6 of Palm books, right? Talking about electrical and electromagnetic system. Electromechanical. Okay. Now I want to talk about DC motor. DC motor.
Pak mau nanya Pak, itu
Ya.
pump box yang second edition ya Pak?
Kita menggunakan yang second edition ya, yang second edition.
Oke, makasih Pak.
Okay. Okay, now look at this one. Okay, if you have motor consisted of this one, right? Something like this, or I want to draw, actually, I want to draw something like this one. Okay, this one is called stator or non-rotating part. Stator means static. Okay, and this one usually has housing, etc. And I want to draw this one something like this one. Okay, something like this one. Okay, and you have something like this one. This one is the foot of the motor. Okay, and then you have rotating part. This one is rotor. Okay, and this one you have a coil, which called field. Okay, so this one we have coil, something like this one. This one is connected to this one. Okay, connect this one, rotate this one, and continue there. Rotate this one, rotate this one, rotate that one, and this one is field circuit. Okay, so this one is field circuit. Okay, so here we apply voltage to the field voltage. Okay, and we have current, I field. Okay, in rotor we also have, okay, so this one is the rotor. So basically something like this one. So from field, this one, when it move current there, it will mix magnetic field. This one is B. Okay, you also can make B using permanent magnet. That's one is called permanent magnet motor. But the general one is the not permanent magnet motor, but wire wound. So it's winding. The field is made from a coil, okay, and then you rotate, you make a coil, and then you inject current into the coil. Okay, when you have coil, okay, so if you have coil something like this one, for example, something like this one, okay, and then you make coil something like this one, sorry. Now you make a coil something like this one, coil, like this one, then rotate from here to here, rotate there, and then rotate again, something like this one. Okay, and then rotate, this one is one, okay, and then rotate this one, something like this one. Okay, and then there, this one is the coil, something like this one. Okay, if you inject current here, current there, this one rotate there, current is there, the current is there, and this one current is there. Then you see that from here, okay, then this one become south, okay, while this one become north, while this one become north, this one become north, okay, this one become north, and this one become south. Okay, because if you have something like this one, oil, something like this one, okay, okay, I want to make this one. Look, I want to make something like this one. Okay. This one is just one coil. Okay. If I do something like this one is a wire, and we inject current there. Sorry, this one, the current is there. The current is moving something like this one, right? Then the flux magnet will move something like this one. Move from here to down. Move here, there. Move there. Okay, move there. Move there. Move there. Move there. Okay, so the top will become south, because as you see this one, if you see this one from the back, look at this one, okay, from side view, okay, from side view, something like this one, because this one moves something like this one, the current, the flux magnetic, something like this one, okay, so this one become south, while this one become north, because this one is coming out of this one. This one is similar, because the flux magnet is going out of this one and goes there. Okay, this one goes there. So this one become north and that one becomes south. Okay, so basically with a coil, if we inject current, we can have flux magnetic B. Right? Now, when we already have B, something like this one, when we already have B, okay, if this one is something like this one, which is this one is B, okay, something like this one. I have that drawing actually, okay, in SPA, okay, this one, sorry, this one is north, okay, so this one is north pole, this one is south pole, okay, and then we have something like this one, sorry, something like this one, okay, well, this one is something like this one move, something like this one. Okay, this like this one. Okay, and we inject current from here. Inject current, it moves there. Okay, move there, move there. This one is current. Okay, this one is current. Now look, because flux magnetic move from here to here. Okay, this one is called armature. So this one is R. Okay, So part of the rotor which create torque is called armature. Okay, because the rotor, the rotating part, consists of a shaft, consists of the housing, okay, the frame, okay, of the rotor. But this one is the coil itself. So look at this one. The B, the magnetic flux in this direction, B. So I is there, B is there. So if you rotate from I to B, then I, B, then you have force, right? Okay. So this one, you have force in this direction. And this one, you have force in that direction. And it will rotate the armature. So the model of this one, okay, the model of this one will be something like this one. Okay, this one is the field. Okay, this one is the field. So this one is the field circuit. This one R field, this one L field, and this one is current in the field. Okay, if you supply with voltage VF, then you will have current IF. Okay, due to current IF, then it will produce magnetic field. This one become B. Okay, and then in the armature, you also have something like that one. So on the armature, you have something like this one. This one is the model, right? Okay, this one is also L and also but this one is L armature, and this one resistance of the armature. Okay, and this one is the rotor. Okay, if the rotor rotate, okay, then this one is the inertia of the load. So this one inertia of the load, and we have this one is the torque of the motor. So this one become motor torque. Okay, the motor torque is used to rotate inertia of the motor as well as the inertia of the load. And you have also maybe friction. So this one become torque of the friction. Okay, and this one is supplied with the voltage of VA. Due to voltage applied to the armature, we have current armature, this one. The derivation of this one is a bit long, so I want to derive this one next week. Okay, so that one is electromechanical system. Okay, example of this electromechanical system is DC motor, the simple one. Okay, any question? Okay, Kak Nasir, silakan.
Iya, baik Pak.